Hello my fellow Cobras, welcome back to the Joe Cobra YouTube channel for another retro film review. This time it's for Universal Soldier, a 1992 American military sci-fi action film directed by Ronald Emmerich and is written by Richard Rothstein, Christopher Lettich and Dean Devlin. The film tells the story of Luke Devereaux, a former US Army soldier who was killed in the Vietnam War in 1969 and is then returned to life following a secret military project called the Unisol program. However, he then begins recalling memories about his past, even though his memory was erased, and escapes alongside a young TV journalist. Along the way, Devereaux and the reporter have to deal with the return of his arch-enemy Sergeant Scott, who lost his mind in the Vietnam War and became a psychotic madman who is now intent on killing Luke and leading the Universal Soldier program for himself. I remember when this movie came out and remember the hype around the fact that Van Damme and Dolph Lundgren, two big action stars of the 80s and 90s, were actually going to star in an action movie together, something that was very rare back in the day. I also remember the film's critics banging on about how the film was just a copy and paste of Terminator, which I totally disagree with. The other buzz surrounding the film was the rumours of Van Damme and Steven Seagal going up against each other in a film which eventually turned out to be Demolition Man. Unfortunately, much like their dislike for each other, the movie never took off and it ended up starring the great Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes. So in the end, we never got the Van Damme and Seagal movie that we all wanted, but what we did get was Van Damme versus Lundgren. And for me, it did not disappoint. After two soldiers, Private Luke Devereaux, played by Van Damme, and Sergeant Andrew Scott, played by Dolph Lundgren, kill each other while in Vietnam, the government then step in, puts them on ice, and enters them into a secret anti-terrorism program called Unisol, where dead soldiers are reanimated years later to become order-following, mindless fighting machines. However, after a fantastic opening action sequence showing us what the Unisols are capable of, Luke begins to recall his memories of the tragic Vietnam events, then sets out to find out who he really is, and is aided by an inquisitive and stubborn reporter named Veronica, played by Ali Walker. But hot on their trail is Colonel Perry, played by Edo Ross, along with his remaining team of soldiers, including Sergeant Scott himself, who actually thinks he is still fighting in a war and considers Devereaux to be a traitor to the cause and the enemy. Jean-Claude Van Damme is great as the resurrected soldier Luke Devereaux, who still has a good heart but is under the control of the Unisol program that brings back dead soldiers with advanced technology, which in turn create the ultimate painless and obedient soldiers for the battlefield. These soldiers are a bit like cyborgs in a way, but there's still something human in there, as shown by Luke fighting back against the creators. The role was actually perfect for Van Damme, just like the Terminator was for Arnold, where the action came first and acting ability second. And oh yes, we do also get the obligatory Van Damme butt cheek scene that seems to appear in one too many of his films.
This area is not secure.
You know what? What is you? What are you doing?
It's not safe for you to hear.
Where are your clothes?
I have to cool down.
Dolph Lundgren, for me, probably gives his most famous and iconic role after playing Drago in Rocky IV as the sadistic killing machine and ex-Sergeant Andrew Scott.
I'm looking for a deserter. He's traveling with a female POW.
Beat an asshole. Nice necklace. I got one just like it made out of noses.
Now they're in this white and yellow Buick with no front or rear window. Does that refresh your memory?
Lundgren plays the part of an unhinged soldier very well and shows that he can actually act, and gives us a show-stealing supermarket scene where he explains the pains of war. The other star of the film is Ali Walker, who plays the reporter who joins Van Damme on his fight against the Universal Soldier program. She, along with Van Damme, do a pretty decent job in keeping the film rolling along, and together also provide some of the few comedy elements to the film that worked well and helped break up all the action.
just want to eat.
As well as the main cast, the always excellent Ed Ross from 80s classics like Red Heat and Another 48 Hours, and countless other movies, does a good job as the fierce, no-nonsense Colonel Perry, who is leading the Universal Soldier program. Director Roland Emmerich, in one of his earlier feature films, throws in some really fantastic action set pieces like the motel shootout and the insane truck chase scene being one of the film's highlights. And it was his fine work on Universal Soldier that gave him the recognition that would help him go on to make huge blockbusters like Independence Day, Godzilla and Stargate. Universal Soldier was released by TriStar Pictures in July 1992 and grossed 95 million worldwide and had a film budget of 23 million. Universal Soldier would go on to have 3 more sequels, but to be honest, none of them are worth watching apart from the amazing final fight between Michael Jai White and Van Damme in the second film, which is definitely worth a watch, but just check it out on YouTube and save yourself some time. But the original is still a very good action film, and one that put 2 of the biggest action stars of the time together for one awesome action-packed adventure. I felt the direction from Emmerich was tight, the cinematography was spot on, and the action sequences were very well done. And the acting was actually quite good in certain parts, including the supporting cast who really embraced their roles. Dolph Lundgren was believable in his role as the insane Sergeant Scott, and Van Damme held his own and along with Ali Walker helped push the movie along nicely. I must also not forget the final showdown between Luke and Scott, which was a real joy to watch, with Van Damme and Lundgren both getting a chance to flex their muscles and show off their fighting skills. And finally, as with most action movies, there are some big plot holes here regarding the latter half of the film, which for me let it down, but at least the film had a satisfying conclusion. Universal Soldier is a pure action movie through and through, and you just can't go wrong with Van Damme and Dolph Lundgren as the main attraction. Although it might be a bit dated now, all these years later I still have that soft spot for Universal Soldier. So if you have not watched Universal Soldier and are a fan of Van Damme, then you definitely have to give this one a watch. If only just to see Dolph Lundgren and Van Damme in an action movie and in their prime. And if you have seen it, then please leave your comments down below, guys. And as always, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give the video a thumbs up now if you enjoyed it, and hit that bell button so you never miss a video. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Take care, guys, out there, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
It was a top-secret government project.
Pack them in ice. All of them.
Designed to create the perfect soldier.
No man would ever again have to die in the service of his country.
Cryogenically preserved.
Okay, guys. Memory clearance.
Genetically enhanced.
How's the picture?
Pretty ugly.
Very funny, very funny.
Programmed to obey.
We're at the tower. Okay, here we go.
Who are these guys?
30 hostages held inside the power station at the base of the structure.
I said shut up! We're inside.
Begin phase 2.
This marks the 3rd successful mission for the Universal Soldier.
But there was something they didn't count on.
He's not responding. GR-44, do you read me?
At the end of the mission, he became completely unresponsive.
Inside the machine is a man.
Do you really think the Pentagon would allow the regeneration of dead soldiers?
Stop the girl. Shoot if you have to.
And all it takes
Veronica Roberts, TNA.
is one memory
You didn't do anything!
to awaken him.
Let's go! Hit it!
Traitor. Universal Soldier.
What the hell did they do to you?
Don't know. But I'm going to find out.
One can't be controlled.
Buckle up.
The other cannot be stopped.
This mission has been canceled.
I'm giving the orders from now on.
I'm gonna teach them all.
Are we having fun yet?
The ultimate weapons of the future have declared war on each other. Jean-Claude Van Damme, Dolph Lundgren. Universal Soldier.
Stop. That is an order.